So in this section we are going to start with creating the project. So all you have to do is you have to click upon create new project. Now it will take us into the project where you can start your like storytelling or anything you want, right? Now here you are always going to get this pop-up, and this is like per project wise, right? So what happens basically, it is asking you to save your project to some different place. So when you work upon this project, it is going to save under this software, but if you want you can also save it to the different folder. So what happens, let's say after some time, if this machine crashes and you need to install the software, then you can just import your workspace, right? So you're not going to lose your data, and this is always going to pop up. So you can also select upon that do not ask me this or do not send me this message again, right? So we'll start with this file. In the file we have like a very few options, which is create new project, which is of course going to create new project. Opening the project, which is something like what we have saved right now, we can open, but I'll demonstrate you this like next time when we will delete one project and we will try to recover from this open project, right? And this save and save as, right? So not too much here, and I did this of course like very simple, like undo and everything. Now this is very important, which is keyboard shortcut. So this is something it will going to help you with the help of keyboard you can do your animation very fast. For example, if I'm going to import one of the image, let me show you one example. Let's go to the props and sign places. Let's go bank. Let's click upon this bank. Now on the mouse we can do increase or something like that, but if you follow the keyboard shortcut, it is going to tell you what you can do. For example, increase size, you can use control up, decrease size, control down, and rotate clockwise, anti-clockwise. So let me give demonstrate. I'm my mouse is here, right? But I'm going to use control up, increase, control down to decrease. If I want to rotate, I can do control right or control left, right? Similarly, I can also use the shift key, which can be used to shift left, shift right, shift up and down, something like that. So this is basically going to help you to, if you want to master your keyboard, then this is of course going to be very useful. All right, now the next one is, which is the about VityBoard. This is going to tell you which software version you are using basically. So let's say we are going to add more feature in future, then this version is going to change. So you will understand, okay, I'm on this version and the next version is going to be something with the new feature. All right, now the next option is, which is this slide color, right? So how this is going to work, the default is going to be a background white, but let's say you want the background to be black. So all you can do is you can go in here and select the choice of your color. So next time when you click upon this slide, it is going to be maybe black or gray, something like this, and you can start like this. But let's say next you want it has to be some different color, so you can also select upon, let's go maybe pink this time, and you can click and it's going to be like this. So when you play the animation, it's going to be something from one slide to another slide, is going to change the background. All right, now the next one is the guidelines. The guideline is very useful. For example, when you enable the guidelines, of course it's going to be enabled something like this, and this is going to be useful. For example, if you have the company, let's say this is my company like bank, right? And this is my logo. So mostly what we do basically, we keep our logo always at the corner, something like this, and sometimes the people have the subtitle and the text is going to be here. For example, let's put subtitle in here like this, and the subtitle is always be going to be taking this much of area, right? So whenever you are going to do your animation, you are going to make sure that my objects are going to be not going to cross this line. So when you're going to place something like this, okay, my object is here, the second object is going to be something like here, and everything you can do with the help of the margins and all. Once it is done, you can just disable this and it's going to be look like this. So basically it's going to help you to understand, okay, what are my limitations, to understand on which area or under which area I need to create my animation. All right, The next one, which is this save, this is auto save. Basically you do not have to save manually. For example, if I click in here, now you can observe that I'm just moving, right? I just moved and it should be auto save. I did not do anything, so it's going to auto save all the time, so you do not have to do, but it is going to give you the indication that this something is going to be saved, so you have to just patient a little bit. The next one is new project. Of course this is going to be like a same like file, new project. When you click upon this is going to close this project and going to open the new project. The export is of course is going to be like export in a video format. For example, you can export in 720 or 1080 and in the form of like MP4 or WebM, right? We are going to discuss about when we are going to export the video. All right, now the last one is this is the night mode. Some user would like to work in the night mode. For example, if I click upon this, then everything will go black, right? So it's up to you, like which mode you want like in a day mode or night mode, is up to you. I feel difficulty in the night mode, so I prefer going into like day mode. So this is where I can like, you know, check every options. But if you are the person who like the dark mode, then you can also of course follow this mode. All right, so this is for now, and I'll see you in the next